What up, YouTube? This is JT. And, you know, let's talk about this Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman fight, man. You know, you know, with all the controversy and all the racist comments Angel Garcia's coming out with, you know, I mean, try, basically putting a black cloud over this fight, no pun intended, but, let's talk about this fight, man. Honestly, man, I got Danny Garcia beating the fuck out of Keith Thurman, man. I mean, straight up, man. I mean, I just think he's the more experienced boxer, and I think that Keith Thurman is underestimating Danny Garcia, man. You know, I think the Garcias are taking this shit, they're taking this fight very serious, and they're not underestimating Keith Thurman. And I think that you're going to see the best Danny Garcia on March 4th or March 3rd. And I think Keith Thurman just thinks, oh, this is a guy moving up from 140, you know, and he thinks he's just going to go in there and overpower Danny Garcia. But Danny Garcia has one of the best resumes in boxing. He's very, very experienced, very, very crafty, and has a good jab and a good counter puncher, man. And I think, I mean, from me watching Keith Thurman, man, I think a guy with a good jab and can counter punch, I think would beat Keith Thurman. Because Keith Thurman, he likes to, you know, hop like a bunny rabbit, hop in, throwing wild hooks and shit like that. So I just think Danny Garcia is going to counter punch Keith Thurman. And, you know, I think he's going to win this fight, man. I think Danny Garcia will win this fight. You know, Keith Thurman, I've never really been impressed with him. You know, I mean, he gets a lot of hype. He did beat Sean Porter. You know, he gets a lot of hype, but I don't really see, you know, all the skills there, man. I see a guy who's a bigger welterweight, who's laying it, who comes diving in, throwing wild hooks, you know, getting wild. I mean, he has a chance, man, because at the end of the day, Danny Garcia is flat-footed, you know. He is flat-footed, man. So he has a chance, man. That is the ultimate, you know, the ultimate defining thing here. But the thing is, man, you know, if you watch Keith Thurman, let's say even against Diego Chavez, man, I thought he was losing that fight, man. He was losing the fight. He was getting outboxed by Diego Chavez. And a lot of people give Diego Chavez shit, man, but I think Diego Chavez is actually a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter, man, you know. Diego Chavez, who was beating the shit out of Rios until he did some fuck shit, got disqualified. You know, I thought he was in there with Tim Bradley, even though I thought Tim Bradley won the fight, but it was still very close. And I could see why they scored it the way they scored it. In the Keith Thurman fight, I thought Diego Chavez was beating him up pretty easy, man. And then until he got caught with that body shot and got hurt. And then we all know what happened with Collazo. You know, he got hurt badly in that fight. So, I don't know, man. The jury's still out for me with Keith Thurman, man. You know, you got to give him credit because he is a champion. But, again, like Danny Garcia say, who did he beat for that title? You know, I just think Danny Garcia has been in with better competition. He's been up against adversity. He's been in different scenarios that Keith Thurman and just has more experience, man. And I just think he's going to find a way to win this fight, man. You know, I don't think Keith Thurman is just going to jump in there and overpower Danny Garcia like he did Robert Guerrero. You know, a limited version of Robert Guerrero. So, you guys tell me what you think, man. That's just how I feel about it, man. I got Danny Garcia winning this fight by decision. And, he will be unified champ in two different weight classes, man. You know, and that's big. I mean, I know a lot of people give Danny Garcia shit, man, but I mean, not many other people in boxing can say they unified titles in two different divisions, WBC, WBA. And really, he should have had the IBF title too, but, you know, stupid ass Lucas Matisse, he fights Lamont Peterson for at a catchweight. So anyway, you guys tell me what you think, man. Like I said, I got Danny Garcia winning this fight. And that's it, man. It's the young Uno JT. I'm out.